Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Hi, here's a Rick's tip of the week. It's been brought to my attention that a lot of you guys are reaching plateaus in your weight training and in your bodybuilding. Been there many times, and we all go through this. We all go through sticking points and places where we don't gain size and we don't gain strength. It's just one of those things you do when you're training. And the thing is about training, those who don't train ever and go to the gym, they don't know what that means because they've never had that. They don't know their body. But you know your body, and I know my body, and we know when something's not right. I went to the doctor yesterday for an allergy, and I told him symptoms and things that I knew that I thought were working and not working. And he says, "How do you know so much?" I said, "Because I've been training most of my life. I eat a certain way, I train a certain way. I know when my body isn't responding or functioning the way it should be. And I know when it responds different to different foods, different antibiotics or medications or supplements." So you know, if you're in tune with yourself, you'll know when you're off. Well, in strength training, for example, if you have a bench press, I know that I had a sticking point once at 275, and I was working at a YMCA and the bar was bent. It was a hard bar to use. It wasn't the Olympic sets we had today. And then one day all of a sudden I went to 300. I have no idea why, but I did. And I stayed there for a while. I think a lot of it is due to the fact that I wasn't getting enough rest. I was going heavy too often, which really will hold you back. And my diet might have been a little bit out of control. I don't think it was, but that's possible. The other thing is, and I heard this years ago, we talked, Arnold and I and Dave Draper and some guys, we were talking about that if you can lift 300 pounds today, you can lift 300 pounds tomorrow. But you go into the gym and you don't do it. For some reason you don't do it. The thing is, your body didn't change, but your mind did. Your mind told you couldn't do it. For whatever reason, your mind got lazy that day, you were distracted from something else, you weren't into your workout. So your mind wasn't giving your body the full effect. You know this, you've probably done this many, many times. If you're not really focused on something, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Many, many times I've been at my computer or somewhere and I'm trying to figure out something and I'm just frustrated, it doesn't work. I leave, I come back an hour, and it all figures out. You guys have done this, I'm sure. It just falls into place at that point. It's the same thing with a workout. You walk out of the gym, you walk back into the gym, your mind isn't focused, all of a sudden you'll hit that weight. This is how it works. You have to have your head really into what you're doing. But aside from that, overtraining will keep you from reaching plateaus, and we've talked about overtraining before. Symptoms are tiredness, sore muscles, can't focus, don't really feel like being there. You're overtrained, so you're not going to hit any records, and you're going to have plateaus and sticking points. Sometimes sticking points can last 3 months. Sometimes they're going to last a week. Everybody's different. Now, this isn't the weightlifting end of it. You're trying to squat heavy, you're trying to beat a record, you're trying to go more and more. Paul was on yesterday and he said, set yourself short-term goals, not long-term goals. Don't go too high on your goals, but have them short-term so that you can reach that point, and then you go on to the next point, then you go on to the next point, and that should help your sticking points. Now, as far as your body responding, everybody has genetic body parts. Some guys have huge arms, and you'll look at them and say, how'd you do that? They barely train them. Chances are you'll never have arms like that because it was genetically given to them. The other thing is, with the body part, like arms for example, biceps is a small muscle. You can't really train it to the point where it's not going to grow because it's a small muscle. So you need to train back a little bit. Don't train it so hard and so heavy. Stimulate it. Let it stimulate and grow. Stimulate and grow. Little at a time. Little at a time. If you kill it, it's going to retract like a turtle's head. It's not going to respond. Tricep, on the other hand, you've got 3 big muscles there in your tricep. They can take more weight. You can go heavier and you get better response. I've seen guys with huge triceps. They do a lot of like skull crushers. One guy back in the day did 300 pounds. He had huge triceps. Now, I've seen guys with strong triceps, but they're skinny arms. They have just that natural strength. So there's different ways of looking at this. If you have a sticking point in your body size, reevaluate your diet. Change it up a little bit. If you're eating meats, go to chicken. If you're eating chicken, go to fish. If you're eating fish, go back to meat. Switch it around so your body doesn't know what to respond. This way it'll take in what it needs and it'll change and it'll respond differently again. The other thing is make sure you get enough rest. Interrupted sleep is one of the worst things. Sometimes I'm up every hour in the night. I'm going to the bathroom, I can't fall asleep, and the next day I'm just dead tired. I know this, I know my body well, that it just really screws me up. I get a good night's sleep, at least 6 hours straight through, boy, I'm good the next day. And I'm sure it is with you as well. This will help you alleviate those plateaus and move forward. Just know you're going to have them. This is a fact of life. This is what happens in training. And so, like I say, reevaluate your diet. If you're going to go heavy on your workout, do it once a week or once every 2 weeks. Don't do it every workout. Do your heavy workout and do a light workout and add your reps. And the next week, do your heavy workout, do your light workout, add the reps. You'll be able to go over those sticking points. Now, there's another way to look at this too. If you take the time off and you rest, you feel you're doing nothing, but you're really doing something. Your body's growing. Those cells are replacing, they're building, they're building, they're building. You can also take a week. Let's just say you want to do bicep and triceps, just arms. Take a week and just do your arms. Do them every other day. Every other day, 6 sets, 8 sets, every other day for the week. See how it is at the end of the week. It might respond. That's in some cases, that's not in all cases. So you have to vary it and change it around to suit your needs. I had quad surgery in 2001. I tore both my quads. I was in a wheelchair, well, several weeks. I had leg braces. I couldn't bend my legs for 6 weeks, so I couldn't work legs in the gym. But I did go to the gym every day in a walker. Second weekend, I got in the car. I wasn't supposed to drive. I didn't care. I wanted to get to the gym. And I did upper body every day. I couldn't lift any big plates because I was on a walker and a cane, so I was struggling. But I did go to the machines and I did chest, back, shoulders, and arms every day, 4 sets, every day, 4 sets, every day, 4 sets for 2 weeks, because that's all I could do. By God, my body grew. It started to fill out and change and look better. But I had rest in between, and I didn't do that many sets. So what I'm saying is, when you get to the plateaus, try these variations that I gave you. See if it works for you, and let us know how it goes. Give us comments right back, because we want to hear it. We will help you evaluate what you're doing to be better at what you're doing. So that's Rick's tip of the week. I hope you can use it. You guys want anything to talk about, please make your comments. Say, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. I read them. Somebody sent me this one about plateaus, so I did read your comment, and I am responding to you, okay? We love you guys. We want to help you, and stay tuned for more Rick's Corners. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hey, everyone. Now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interests as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.